Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Burns. This is their number 565. This is a wall stop is what it is. This is a very typical type of wall stop in the sense that it's a piece of hardware that's used to stop a door. The 575, however, is rather particular in the sense that it's specific, not particular. It's specific in the sense that the 565 is cast. The outer material is a cast brass. It's not wrought. So the outer exposed area is manufactured using the process of casting, considered a very high quality caliber way to manufacture material made out of architectural metals such as bronze, brass. Okay. The 565 is not only cast, but it is a concave model of wall bumper, as you can see. It has a little hole that goes in, and the purpose of that hole is for you to install it in such a way that if you have a keyed function that incorporates a push button or a push turn button, or really any button on the inside, you should use a concave style, because the design intent is that that little button is going to go inside that hole. The point of that is every time that you open the door and stop the door on the wall, making contact is not going to re-lock that button or re-depress the button. Some functions of locks, you can then pull the door closed and it's locked on the outside. You don't want that. Some function of locks, as soon as the latch bolt is depressed, it will pop the button out, but that's not how all locks are. So it would be appropriate for you to use concave models in those applications. It would be inappropriate to use a convex model. If you're doing a job, I don't see really a reason not to do all concave, except that, you know, if I had some push and pull hardware, I probably would want a convex model. But if you're going to pick one, make it the concave. Now, if you have locks that don't have a button at all, and let's say they're mortise locks, and you're just going to make contact with the back of the trim, maybe use all concave. Doesn't really matter. But the convex style is used for that particular reason and that reason alone. Okay. Now, there really isn't a cut sheet that I'm aware of. Pardon me. There really isn't a technical drawing I'm aware of from the factory. But there is a link below this video to a document called Cut Sheet, where we can review the dimensional properties of this item. According to Burns, it's 2 3/8 diameter, closer to 2.5. It's going to have a 1 3/16 projection. That's way off. Closer to 1 inch. Maybe 1 1/16. Thickness of the body, as you can see, it's about 3/8. Okay. Installation is accomplished via the screw that's back here. It's somewhat captive. I could pull it out through this teardrop shaped prep if I really wanted to. There's no reason for you to pull it out, because you access it by literally inserting a number 2 Phillips right through that hole in the bumper, and you'll catch the screw. Installation is accomplished with either the plastic anchor or the toggle anchor that would be used for a hollow drywall application. Either will work. You might need to come up with a different anchoring system if you felt if that was required. You might need lead expansion anchors with a machine screw. I can't think of when I've seen it installed that way. But if the installation had to be such that couldn't be pried off the wall, I would probably opt for a lead anchor and a machine screw. But this sort of anchor package is sure going to get you, you know, probably completely installed. Now, in the world of wall stops, there are 2 types, well, that are like this: wrought and cast. Wrought is inexpensive. Still gives you a good high-quality material, but that's more of a scalp plate that's been manufactured through the wrought process. Casting is when it is considered a much higher caliber method of manufacturing, and you will see applications. Let's say they're building a public library. They're going to use cast products for their hardware, including the wall stops. Now, this Burns 565 is going to be available in some different finishes. US 2060 for satin chrome, US 26 for polished chrome, US 10B oil rub bronze, US 10 for satin bronze, US 3 for polished brass, US 4 for satin brass. So all of your good common architectural finishes will certainly be available on this wall stop as well. Okay. Now, speaking of Burns, good quality company, a relatively petite footprint of hardware within the industry, given how so many brands have just branched out to try to supply the entire world. Burns is a trim and auxiliary company. They're going to get into your classic items, obviously flat goods, push plates, pull plates, kick plates. They're going to be able to get into things such as obviously wall stops, surface bolts, flush bolts, things of that nature. They're going to be able to supply you with a lot of different door pull options. There is a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Burns products that we sell, but a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. I would encourage you to review that product catalog because in the world of a company being owned by a company being owned by a company, they are an independent company. That may be important to you. It is to me in the sense that, to me, it harkens back to a time when you just pick the phone up and talk to a guy who, or a gal, who is a hardware clerk, someone who knows when you say the word elbow catch, they know what you mean, what it's used for. I don't even think Burns makes elbow catches, but nonetheless, their catalog is worthy of your review. They're a manufacturer. They can customize much of what they do. They can powder coat some stuff. They have the ability to manufacture custom door guards in Acrovin as well. They can do a variety of custom door pulls, and it's worth taking a look at their material, and would suggest that you do so. They've got a good quality product. This is certainly, I don't know that it certainly is, but my belief is that this is an imported item from overseas. Good quality fit and finish. The bag isn't dusty. It's not, pitted. It's new inventory. It's a good looking product, is what I'm trying to say. I like Burns, and I only wish that I did more business with them. And I do seek out instances when I can send work their way. No no spec sort of application. We're looking for a good quality product. Very good lead times in terms of shipping. And a tour through their catalog will show you a lot of items that you can buy from a lot of different people. But when it comes to trim and auxiliary hardware, you're sure not going to be missing anything. And if I was going to say that there would be an advantage to Burns over other people, I would say it would be the firm handshake sort of relationship that you'll enjoy working with them, because they're people that do hardware. That's their career, and that's what they do. It's nice to talk turkey with people at a certain point. If you have any questions on the Burns, this is their number 565 and a 612 satin bronze finish, or any other Burns product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.